This is a pump. Let me rephrase that. This is a portable, relatively tiny, handheld, battery-powered air compressor from Banggood.com that is capable of filling your car tires, bike tires, soccer balls, or any balls for that matter. Basically, anything inflatable up to 150 psi. Or so the box says. But that's why I'm here, right? I'm gonna try it on all the inflatables that I can get my hands on, but first, unboxing. If gadget reviews, DIY projects, and life hacks are your thing, then consider subscribing to my booth and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of the action. Hey guys, welcome back to my booth. Irfan here. Here is the box, pretty much as expected. Everything on it is in Chinese, but the icons are pretty self-explanatory. We see a bicycle, motorbike, car, and a basketball. On the front, we have a picture of a pump, which looks like a high-tech padlock. Inside the box, we have the pump. It is quite a handful. Other than this, we have a user manual, also in Chinese. There's a small plastic bag with some accessories like a charging cable, a pin used for inflating balls, and an adapter to the existing nozzle with a narrower thread hole, also known as the French nozzle. Other than this, there is a carrying case for the pump. Let's have a look at the pump now. It's made of some sort of tough plastic material which feels really solid to the touch with a matte grainy finish. The hose is on the top, looped in there like a padlock. One end can be freed with a little bit of force, and as soon as you do that, the pump switches on automatically. We've got the screen here with the pressure display. Below that we have a couple of buttons. With the up and down buttons, you can basically adjust the pressure anywhere between 1 and 150 psi manually. And they've also put in some presets which you can toggle through using the right button with a loop icon on it. When you press it the first time, it shows the preset for a bicycle, which is at 45 psi. Next is motorbike, which is a 2.5 bar. 2.5 bar equals 34.8 psi, by the way. Next is a car tire, which is set at 2.5 bar, which is 36.2 psi. And finally, a standard size basketball or soccer ball, which is set at 8 psi. Now you can of course change these individually as well using the plus and minus keys, but they've been set by default to the average values. And the center button is what does the action, so you press it and it immediately starts pumping air. There's one more button, and that is for a small but quite powerful torch LED on the top of the pump. Other than that, there is a battery indicator LED on the bottom alongside the concealed micro USB charging port. The sides are lined with vents in a neat dotted pattern. It weighs 430 grams, which is a pretty decent weight. The size and design is what has fascinated me, to be honest. I mean, look at it. So small, portable, and stylish too. If you look at the device below the hose, it looks like an old first generation iPod. I mean, you never know, they might even get sued by Apple very soon. Now I'm going to start testing with a ball. This volleyball I have says it should be inflated to between 4 and 6 psi. I'm going to set it at the higher end at 6 and then I'm just going to screw in the pin, insert it, and press the middle button. Now for the sake of impartial testing, to be just, I deflated the ball completely and I want to measure the exact time it takes to reach 6 psi. Now as per the product description, it should take 1 minute to fill the ball completely, and it can do 41 balls on one full charge. And as per our test, it takes 1 minute and 6 seconds to completely inflate the ball, which is not bad at all. Now we're going to move to a bigger tire, which is a bicycle. The tire says the recommended PSI is to be 50, so I'm going to set it at that and let it go. Once again, as per their website, it should take 3 minutes per tire, and it can do 8 bicycle tires on a full charge. Alright, so in 4 minutes the PSI reached 41 and the tire looked quite hard, so I didn't want to push it further all the way to 50. Even if it was to reach all the way to 50, I think it would have required another 2 minutes at least, which is double the described time. Finally, I'm going to try it on my car tire. Now I've got 15-inch rims with 165 width and 65 profile, and I always inflate them to 35 psi. It's a pretty standard tire size. I've taken the risk of deflating my tire completely in a public parking lot, so I really hope Mi stands up to its name. Now as per specifications, it should be able to do 5 car tires on a full charge, and 6 minutes per tire. Alright, now while it is filling, let me tell you it has a 2000 milliamp hours battery which takes 2 hours to charge completely from a 5 volts and 2 amperes power supply. At the end of 6th minute, our tire is at 16 psi instead of full, which doesn't seem very promising. Just to let you know, it is more than enough to drive away and look for a nearby gas station where I can fill it up in less than a minute, but I want to take it all the way to 35 with the pump. Alright, after 16 minutes and 40 seconds, the pressure finally reached 35. And one neat thing is it automatically stops when the set value is reached, so you don't really have to constantly monitor it. But 16 minutes, that's nowhere close to what they said in the description. Surprisingly, the pump didn't heat up like at all. At this rate, I'm not sure if the battery will be capable of doing 5 car tires. I would say maximum 3. By the way, not just tires and balls. If you have the right nozzle adapter, you can use it to inflate anything like this swimming tube I have. Now, I don't know what the preferred pressure rating is for this one, so I'm just going to go with the feel of it. Now, it took about 4.5 minutes to fill this. Definitely a relief for my lungs. Alright guys, final verdict. Now this is one of the gadgets I personally like and I'm definitely gonna use it for myself. Strong and sturdy build, innovative design, especially the fact that as long as the hose is in the slot, it won't power on. So you know it's not gonna go off if you press a button by mistake. Small but a quite powerful motor. Yes, it is not very fast as advertised, which is disappointing, but I'm glad it at least completes the job and doesn't heat up or shut down in between like some other cheap brands out there. 150 psi is much more than you will need for anything in your daily use. Portable size, and it is actually quite a reliable brand, or so has been my experience with me. Definitely an addition to your backpack or car kit. I'll leave a link in the description box below in case you want to check it out. That's it for now guys. If you enjoyed this video, do hit the like button below, and while you're there, don't forget to subscribe to my booth for more gadget reviews, DIYs and life hacks. You can also follow me on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter and Instructables. All the links are in the description box below. Click on the thumbnails to watch my other videos or check out my YouTube channel for more. And as always, thanks for watching.